How's it going, everybody? Payne here and welcome to World of Warships. Today, as I promised, I'm gonna be taking a look at the Tier 4 brand new German battleship, the Kiser. Now this thing, I must be honest to you guys, I am enjoying this ship. I'm really feeling bad because I have to sell this thing and get the coning, but I'm gonna explain why I like this ship. So this is what it's all about. So this is the ship review for Kiser. So let's take adventure this new armor layout in a bit, but let's first take a bit of ordinary stats. So this ship has a surprising amount of hit points for its tier for 46,000 hit points, which is not bad. Let's compare it to the similar ship, which I think it should be the same ship. Well, it almost like similar, but no, wrong ship. Japan, the Kawachi. It a lot reminds me of this ship. I don't know why, but it has to be its side-mounted guns. Now, this is similar ship, but the real competitor for the Kiser is the Mulgim, which is a similar ship, but it has a lot less hit points. So if we upgrade to full, it gets 1000 hit points less than the Kiser. Now, brother in America, on the other hand, Wyoming, has it's fully upgraded, even less hit points, only 43,000. So the Kiser, from all of the battleship of its tier, it has the most hit points. Now, the armor layout, let's take a look right now if this gonna load any second now. Thank you. Armor layout. So here it says from 90mm to 350mm. So as you can see, this ship is quite colorful with armor. So here nice the conning tower with 350mm, as it says here. Now the turret is actually quite sloped and well angled. It has 350mm of armor. So sloping and angling, that increases the armor about 50mm, something like that. So superstructure is only 30mm. The top of the main turrets is the 80mm, sorry. And let's take off the superstructure now. Now the deck of the ship is 4 deck, 20mm, 90mm, nothing major. Now we see this armor belt up here. This is actually a thing to protect the guns, the gunmen which were on this secondaries, which is a lot of them. I must say there's a lot of secondaries on this ship. It's like Kawachi in a similar way. The hull is similar pretty much as the Nanos in the previous tier. And the armor is 170mm. Now this is the armor plating. Yes, this is armor plating. And torpedo bolts, it's 25mm. This is pretty much the torpedo defense. It was in the war, I think, because the torpedo first hit this and it didn't do the flooding damage at first. So let's take off the armor plating, and here we get the look at the citadel. Now I'm gonna turn off the auxiliary rooms. The auxiliary rooms are, as I said, 200mm now, and 170 at the front. And let's take this off, and now we see the turrets. At the front and the far back turret are armored with 300mm below the deck. This is main battery munition battery armor. And wait, how is this? This is the protection. Now this is the citadel. The citadel is armored from the front and from the back with 250mm of armor. So facing from the front with this ship, it's not bad if you want to prevent your citadel to be hit. And the side, the citadel, as you can see, it's actually quite below the water level, so I need to get some plunging fire to actually hit the citadel on this ship. But the sides are only 40mm, and let's see, the deck is 35mm, so nothing major. So this is why this casement armor is actually helpful, because it gets a nice bit amount of damage armor protection. And as you can see, it's T-shaped, which is caused because it's frontal shell armor of the ship, and this is probably the most crucial part of the ship, the armor belt. After this, it gets the torpedo bolt armor, And behind the torpedo bolt armor is another 350mm armor, so that's total of 400mm of armor. Damn, I cannot talk today anymore. So, as you can see, here the bit of the turret actually sticks out, so you might have enough big caliber to actually go poo right through the all armor. So, this is the belt armor. Now the top, okay, we got the superstructure, which is the 30mm, but nothing major. Then we have the deck, and I think that this actually counts as double-decked armor, so let's say, I don't know, it's not, I think it's only 20mm, so hitting this is not so bad. But if you take into consideration of the superstructure in the case, then you get some actual armor protection. So yeah, here we can actually see on the front of the ship some nice armor plating slopings. So this is armor plating, and the beak of the ship is actually 120mm, which is not bad because majority of the ship doesn't have particularly very good armed front beak of the ship, which is usually cause of the citadel penetrations from the front. And this ship actually takes it quite nice with another layer of 180mm of armor, which is quite impressive. So, and another 80mm at the back, so this is really interesting for me, now in my perspective, because this is a really nicely armored ship. So, yeah, I should say that you would be, I might suggest that the driving course for this ship is something like this, because you have nicely sloped frontal armor, and then we have some nice sloped citadel armor, as you can see. But I need to watch out for this part, because if this thing hits over here, it's gonna do some citadel damage. But the citadel, of course, is below the water, so it's very hard to hit. So yeah, this was the armor layout. Now, torpedo penetration, because of the armor bulk, torpedo bulk, it's 22%, so nothing major. So artillery on this ship, there's something special. So we have only 350mm main cannons. Now, they are not the biggest caliber. The majority of the ships of tier 4 have 355mm guns, or even more. Now this ship has only 305mm. Now you might ask, why is that good? Why should I use this ship anyway? Well, this ship has reduced reload time to 25 seconds. As you can see, okay, 26 seconds. I usually see only 25 reload, which is 5 seconds better than the Myogi and 10 seconds better than Wyoming, which is, I know, in the end battle you will put out more shots than the enemy battleships, which is nice. So, maximum dispersion, it's not the best, 209mm, but you will still manage to do some accurate shooting. And let's see, the chance of hitting the setting enemy target on fire, it's only 3%, which is not bad in consideration that sometimes you will hit some, I don't know, heavily armored ships and you want to start spamming HE at them, which is nice, or destroyers in my case. The main battery firing range is 14.6 kilometers, which is not bad, but some of the Myogi has, I think, the 16km range, and I think the aircraft it has the 18km range. Now the secondaries on this ship is something that you should never underestimate. You have the 88 flak, 88mm secondary dual purpose actually. It serves as a secondary and anti-aircraft armor. And 14 of these, the mighty, how much, 150mm guns, which are placed all around this ship. And oh boy, when you're gonna be getting close to the 5km range of these secondaries, man, this thing are gonna be starting fire. They make such a big volley of fire that destroyers just instantly go on fire. Yeah, that's what she said. No, okay, anti-aircraft defense. It's not bad, but it does the job very well done. So we have 17, what is this, the Flak 38 guns, which are close quarter anti-aircraft armor. I think it's 1 kilometer. No, it's 2 kilometer actually, damn, not bad. Yeah, they do good. Then we have 5 these anti-aircraft Flak Wing 30, which are the medium range, 3.5 kilometer range. And back to good old 88 flak. anti-aircraft armament, which you get 4 in 2 different turrets. Now, yeah, 4 in 2. Yeah, no, 4 turrets on which is 2 mounted. Yeah, that's right. So yeah, you can manage actually to shoot down some quite big amount of planes in this thing. It's really good self-defense against the aircraft. Now maneuverability, it's not bad, but it's better than South Carolina or Wyoming. Yeah, it will go 23 knots. The rudder shift time is not the best. The Wyoming still beats it by the maneuverability. Of course, Wyoming is still known as the most maneuverable Tier 4 battleship in the world. And okay, the Wyoming has also better rudder shift time. Yeah, 13 seconds for this ship. Now the concealment, of course, the battleship it doesn't have. It will get spotted by the air by 14.2 kilometers, which is 0.4 kilometer in your firing range, and you're gonna be detected by air by astonishing 10.5 kilometers, which is nothing major. So let's take a look at the modules a bit. So you get 3 upgrades. One is the engine upgrade, which will boost your speed by 0.7 knots, which is nothing pretty much. You'll get a little bit faster in that setting. And then you get the fire control system upgrade, which increases your firing range by 10%, and it will be increasing your range from 13.3 kilometers to the 14.6 kilometers. Yes, that's right. And the whole upgrade, which will increase your hit points by 6,500 hit points, and the secondary gun turrets will be added, and the anti-aircraft armament will be increased by 21 guns. So yeah, not bad. What I usually do first, I usually go for this, and then for this engine speed upgrade at the last, because this, no way. It's better to have some extra firing range on this ship. So yeah, this was the stats and all about the ship, so let's get into the gameplay, guys, so shall we? And welcome to gameplay, guys, and welcome to the mighty Kiser. Now this is the fault line map, and I'm going to A line because I like open fields in this ship. I don't know why, it has to do something with these guns. Okay, jokes aside, this ship, as I mentioned, really fast reload on these guns. They might be small, but they are really good rapid firing big guns. They are super deadly against the cruisers, as I'm gonna show you in this video. This was a really interesting match. It might not seem anything much, but it is nice. And this ship is of course really awesome at doing what it does, sinking other cruisers and doing massive damage to other battleships. Now this matchup does include well, they lost one Kiser Myogi already, but they have still 2 Koning, 1 Kongo, 1 Koning, and 1 Myogi. And they have 1 Langley class aircraft carrier, which is a problem in this ship because it's a slow ship and it doesn't turn very well. But it doesn't matter because it has, okay, it doesn't have the best anti-aircraft armament, but it has the capability of shutting down some planes. But the aircraft are not problem in this game. The problems are the torpedoes. Now, as you can see, there is the Isokaze, the Tier 4 Japanese destroyer, which has a 10 kilometer range on those torpedoes, and they are super deadly. And it has 6 of them. Yeah, 6 of them. And it has bad guns. So, torpedoes, something is. And oh, looky what we got there. It's Wyoming, and 11 kilometers range, 4 guns out, and Kabushki. Okay, only 1 penetration, 2 penetration, so reload guns and fire again. So Wyoming is, one turret less than Wyoming. Ooh, incoming. Rip Karush. But he, in my opinion, Wyoming has the biggest dispersion on its guns, in my opinion. This ship does also have a very big dispersion, but not this big one. It still gets the job done. I think I can more accurately land citadel penetration in this ship than in Wyoming. Because, I don't know, it just feels much better. I don't know, when it fires, the shots are really nicely close together when they fly through the air. So, let's give them another punching. Now the problem in this situation is that Wyoming is facing me head on, and I don't get so much flat armor. I still get its superstruction and went through the deck, and then I did some nice 5000 amounts of damage. But here comes the problem, Congo, and that thing has some big guns and some really impressive range on those guns. But looky at that cookie, it's Königsberg, and oh boy, that guy just got a nice piece of damage. It was only 5 over-penetrations, and I imagine if those weren't penetrating shots. Okay, so that's the U-body. I'm gonna be seeing a lot of that ship in the future. And Königsberg has seen me, and now he's starting to fire on me. But one gun is reloaded, and other 4 are reloaded, and that was penetrating shot, and they should finish him up. Of course, I finish him with the citadel. The citadels in this ship, they're just so enjoying. And boom, Congo. The big guns on that ship are just insane. Oh look, it's a Kiser. I wonder what he's doing. Oop, incoming. Okay, so he's gonna be trying to set me on fire, and of course he has torpedoes in water. Now my mistake here. Okay, I had the AP rounds loaded, so I need to empty the barrel. So I shut the AP rounds out, and I'm loading HE for that guy. Now, the secondaries on this ship, as I said, they're not bad, but the ship actually needs to get close. But still, I can check here actually right now. And let's check. Secondary 4.5. Oh, look at those torpedoes. Yep, I knew what you were doing, Isokaze. I know what you've been up to this summer. And thank you for your sight. One shot, not the most damage, but it's a destroyer. It's really hard to hit. Especially the Japanese one. They're really slick. But they don't get much armor instead and hit points. And that's the Yubari. And as you can see, secondaries are starting to plunder that Isokaze. As you can see, we did some 2 hits. And here comes some HE for that guy. Boom, 1 fire, which is nice. Let's actually look at this secondaries when they're firing. And boom. Okay, so next solo should kill him. Now my turret is knocked out, but it doesn't matter much because all other guns are pretty much ready. I just need to turn them because it's because there are no torpedoes, so I need to keep maneuvering and using the VSD hacks. Just moving left and right, and it won't hit me. Yeah, as you can see, the Ubaris keep pouring the fire on me and keeping me on fire, which is the biggest problem actually for the battleship, being constantly on fire. And look, it's the Kazan's on fire. Oh wait, didn't I set him before on fire? Oh yes, I did. Yeah. Who thought that you can sink destroyers by setting them on fire? Oh boy. So okay, so now I can actually load AP rounds for the fight against this Yubari class cruiser. Now this thing is a beast. This thing has such a big rate of fire that if you're not careful with the battleship, you're gonna burn like me. So, what I always say about the battleship captains is that I usually don't extinguish 1 fire, I usually extinguish 2 fire. Now, as you saw, the first fire was extinguished, now the repairability is still on the cooldown, and I just now popped the damage repair control ability. And that was second time on fire. And that Kong is still over there, but he's being engaged by the... what is that? The Murmansk, New York and Wyoming. So that's nice. And oh boy, we did some damage to this guy. And the secondaries are actually keeping him right on fire because he is in the 4.5 kilometer range of the secondaries guns. Now I have no idea what the caliber on the Yubari are, but he's firing AP at me, and I don't know, as you saw, yeah, that happened, I forgot about this. Citadels. Oh boy, the thing that I like about the most this ship a lot. Yeah, so that was a lucky shot, I guess, from the front of the ship right into that citadel. So yeah, nice shot. So, oh, look at that. Congo, do you remember me, mate? Okay, so I'm really low. I have only 3,000 hit points of damage left. So I cannot afford to get hit by any other ship anymore, especially by the battleship. And nice 4,000 of damage to that Congo, and he's just getting plundered by that New York class battleship. And will I get the kill? Well, probably not, because there's 2 battleships. And yeah, so there's only the Omaha and the Langley class aircraft carrier, but at the end we kept the all points, so pretty much nothing major happens. So yeah, this ship does the damage, as you can see, and it can take the punishment. So let's get into post-game battle results. So see ya there. So this are post-battle results. We did some quite nice amount of damage in this game. 35,000, 53,000 hit points worth of damage, which is nice. And we also get the Dreadnought achievement for receive damage extending over 120% of your damage, thanks to the repair custom mobility, which in the nick of time, just to use it in the nick of time in this game. The Saving Strike for that yeah, Yubari class that I destroyed. And yeah, nice 2 citadels, 2 fires, 3 ships sunk. Let's see, we were second best in the team. Detailed report, let's see. So yeah, 18,700 to that Yubari. The dude got citadel like nothing else. So Königsberg, which got also citadeled, Isokaze, which burned to death, and Wyoming and Koning and all those ships that I buy product, as I should say, extra damage. So yeah, how much we did actual fire damage? Shell fired 16 shots, shells fired, fire cost upon spotting, and nothing major. Okay, so this ship, what I'm gonna say is that I don't know, it's really good ship, as in my opinion. It may not be for everyone's taste, but for my taste, it's really good. So as I said, good guns, decent armor. Okay, speed is not the best. Anti-aircraft armor, it does the job. So I would suggest this ship to those guys that really like to do a lot of damage, because these guns, the damage, as I said, it can do massive, as you saw. So yeah, I hope you guys learned something about this ship. I hope I helped you understand this ship and its armor layout. So as usual, leave a comment or down below, like or dislike, whatever you want about, whatever you think about this video. So I hope I see you in the next videos, guys. So see ya. Peace.